Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Yellow, 180, 43.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Yellow.
Kill.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch twist.
On Sunday.
Elliott running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's our time. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. On second down now, it's Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Yellow. 480.
58, come on. 58.
Yellow, yellow.
I got you, son. I got you.
Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good pickup there, a 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
He's checking. Crash. Check safety. Slam. Hey, check 24.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Yellow. That's a lot.
Hey. 36.
15.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 50.
Come back.
Watch QB zone.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pick your game up. Check 37.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. On the draw, Richard across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get away from him. Check 15, check 15. 25, check 20.
Raider 2.
Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Maurice Hurst. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on second down. Carr setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
29. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Carr now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's A.J. Cole now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
Check 15.
50 exit. 58 for Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Down, 185.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
55,
Play action. Now it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards.
And the Raiders first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, alert three.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Fenty. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the pass.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, Richard. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
They'll go again to Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Hill on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let him know.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Charlie, 58, boys, 58, it's Mike. It's a party now. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
15.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the ship.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Carr gives to Rashard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I'm here all day.
Now on second and 16. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Yellow. That's a line.
58 right there. Watch the run.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They go play action here on first down. And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They come up in an offset eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ezekiel Elliott. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score, Chiefs 31, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Is that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now it's the backup Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
and all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Now this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 85 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Watch the slant.
And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one.